The United States is on the precipice of a final determination regarding a new memorandum of understanding with Iran. The demands on the table involve neutralizing immediate physical threats to global shipping lanes and permanently halting the development of nuclear capabilities. Resolving this standoff requires a high-stakes exchange of opposing leverage. The United States and Iranian leadership are trying to execute a deal where neither side wants to surrender their primary advantage first. The negotiations balance entirely on three distinct pillars: the water, the weapons, and the wealth. Instead of getting bogged down in the daily political rhetoric, we have to look directly at the specific demands inside this new memorandum. Once we break down these 3 points of leverage, the mechanics of the standoff become perfectly clear. This map highlights Iran's dominant coastline, giving Tehran a severe geographic advantage over critical trading routes. The White House's immediate demand zeroes in on the Strait of Hormuz. It must open immediately with zero tolls, allowing international trade to flow freely. Securing that free flow requires direct logistical intervention. The waterways have to be completely cleared of naval mines, removing the immediate explosive physical danger to commercial shipping. Beyond the immediate physical threat in the water, the negotiations pivot to a point of existential leverage: the threat of nuclear capability. The red line drawn by the administration is strictly defined. Iran cannot be allowed to possess or develop a functional nuclear weapon under any circumstances. To guarantee this, the latest memorandum dictates that the United States will coordinate directly with the Islamic Republic to physically unearth existing radioactive materials, often referred to as nuclear dust. Because trust is absent, this extraction process cannot happen in isolation. The International Atomic Energy Agency must be physically on the ground, officially verifying and actively facilitating the destruction of those materials. By forcing the complete clearing of the strait and the destruction of the nuclear material, the agreement forces Tehran to give up its two most powerful asymmetric advantages in the region. To force those major concessions, the United States is wielding its own primary counterweight: economic suppression through frozen international funds. The terms laid out in the president's latest outline are completely blunt on this point. Absolutely no money will be exchanged until further notice. This creates intentional, strategic ambiguity. It leaves experts questioning whether billions of dollars in frozen Iranian accounts are locked away permanently, or if they are simply being dangled as the ultimate incentive to secure an agreement. Keeping those accounts frozen starves the Iranian economy of vital capital. As long as those funds remain totally inaccessible, Washington dictates the pace of the negotiation. Holding the cash hostage acts as the perfect counterleverage. The United States maintains strict economic pressure to ensure total compliance until the physical and existential threats are fully neutralized. But right now, this careful diplomatic balancing act is currently fighting against a strict external constraint: a ticking clock. The United States domestic election calendar has created a remarkably narrow window for decisive geopolitical action. Because of this compressed timeline, the administration is pushing for immediate, sweeping concessions. They are actively trying to force a resolution now to avoid extending the standoff. Operating on this accelerated timeline carries severe risk. If diplomacy fails within this short window, the alternative rapidly escalates toward kinetic conflict. Right now, we remain in a holding pattern. It's highly uncertain whether Iran's top leaders will accept these rapid demands under intense pressure. Watching this final phase of international diplomacy play out is like watching a high-stakes game of geopolitical chicken. You have to watch the headlines to see who surrenders their leverage first. Will the US unfreeze the money? Will Iran surrender the mines and the nuclear dust? The standoff continues until somebody blinks.